Mm. Hello, everyone, and we are here for another brainy live stream. My name is Angela Sharina, and I'm a brain executive brain coach. I help high performers, entrepreneurs, business owners to optimize their brain so you achieve every goal faster and experience life to the fullest. Today, I want to talk about something very simple, something that we all do. Lunch. Well, actually, I want to tell you why you might want to avoid lunch, or make it really, really, really light. I used to be, folks, whatever there is when it comes to diet and nutrition and all kinds of self-optimization protocols, I probably tried them all and still trying as more research and science comes out. And I used to be a non-lunch person or non-breakfast person doing intermittent fasting till noon or sometimes till 2 p.m., right? I tried that for a couple of years, maybe even more. Then I used to be a non-dinner person, trying out early eating window because there is some evidence that it helps with sleep, circadian biology, like all kinds of health and performance stuff. And now, based on all the data, on my personal experience and working with clients, I actually am not a lunch fan, not a lunch person. Now, I still have a bigger fasting window and I eat earlier than most people, but I've also become a breakfast person, and I do eat my dinner. And the meal that I'm most likely to skip is lunch. And that is what I recommend to a lot of my high performing clients who don't want to lose an ounce of their productivity and hate feeling unfocused, unproductive when they want to get things done. I recommend to my clients try non-lunch option. And why is that? Well, you see, your brain chemistry, your biology works that way that in the morning there is a whole cocktail of chemicals released, things like cortisol, like dopamine, like adrenaline, that are designed to keep you awake, alert, to wake you up and make you go and hunt and get results, right? So in the morning, actually, you have the most awake, alert, focused, productive potential as at any other time of the day. Like, that is not questionable. It doesn't matter whether you consider yourself an early bird or a night owl. First part of the day is going to be that cocktail of alert, awake, focus, get shit done molecules in your brain, in your body. Now, after about 7-8 hours of you being awake, what starts to happen as the sun goes away from its peak and start to go down as well, what starts happening, your molecules that are designed to keep you awake, alert, ready to go in the morning, they start to decline, to kind of gently start preparing you for a later day that's supposed to be more chilled, and gradually preparing you for sleep and rest and recovery. So those molecules, again, dopamine, adrenaline, cortisol, start to decline after about midday. And on the top of that, let's say you decide to have your big lunch that I used to be a proponent of until I finally realized it wasn't actually working. And now I understand why. So on top of that decline in focused alert chemicals in your brain that happen after midday, on top of that, you put big lunch that will bring the blood flow from your brain to your stomach, because digestion and demanding focused cognitive work cannot happen at the same time. They require different systems, different brain chemistry. They require different metabolism. And on top of that, in order for your digestive system to work well, there has to be a lot of blood flow helping the whole system to absorb nutrients, to digest, to make sure your gut microbiome that helps with all of that works properly. You need a lot of blood flow going to your digestive system. And usually the heavier, the bigger your lunch is, the more of that blood flow going to be going from your brain to your stomach. That's why the heavier, the bigger your meal is, any meal, the less energized after that meal you're going to feel. But especially in the afternoon, when there is this switch happens between alert, awake, get out there and get things done chemistry in your brain, and then more chilled, relaxed, creative state with more with less of, again, those chemicals that keep you awake and alert, and more things like serotonin that keep you calm and relaxed, right? So that switch happens. And on top of that, all of your blood flow with big lunch goes from your brain to your stomach. And now your brain left completely powerless. It's like all the brain chemistry of energy starts going down, and all of your blood flow goes towards your stomach, and there are no nutrients, no oxygen, no blood flow required for optimal brain performance. And what happens is you stack that on top of each other, and all of a sudden in the afternoon, when there is half of the day still going on and you can do a lot more things, all of a sudden you feel sleepy, unfocused, unproductive, reaching out for that coffee that later will screw up your sleep and make you super unproductive the next morning. That's supposed to be the most productive part of your day, right? And this is like vicious cycle, vicious circle. So what do? What am I proposing? What's the solution? Like, all of my clients, they're very solution oriented. I'm like, Angela, okay, I understand parts of this stuff, like, but what do I do now? Well, have your breakfast designed in a smart way to feed your brain, with proteins, with smart carbs, vitamins, minerals, all that stuff. So have your breakfast about hour, 90 minutes after you wake up. And then in the afternoon, have something light. Like, you might skip it if it works for you. For most of my clients, what works is having something light with protein that keeps your dopamine, for example, functioning, supplying, additional nutrients for your brain to perform well. And plus, dopamine actually keeps you awake and alert. So have your light lunch with some protein, 30, 40 grams plus, and then have some sorts of carbohydrate or maybe vegetable. For some people, for most of my clients, what works is either having fruit or some whole grains or whole beans. So combine those two smart carbohydrates with smart protein intake and have that for your lunch. Something quick, something light, that not gonna create this huge blood flow relocation from your brain to your stomach. So have something that will keep you awake and alert, and see how your personal productivity might skyrocket in the afternoon. And instead of feeling sleepy, unproductive, struggling with focus, you might just feel more alert, more awake, more ready to go, just working through the whole afternoon like your brain is limitless. At least that's the experience of a lot of my clients and myself personally. That's why I became not a lunch person. Now, I usually might have, again, some protein, some fruit, something that is, super light, super easy to pick up and have anywhere. So I usually have something like that. Or if there is one meal that I'm going to skip, that's going to be lunch. And again, that's because of productivity and all of this chemistry change that I just told you about. So if you have any thoughts, if you have any experience, if you have any questions, that's the most important part. Put them underneath this video and I'm going to reply to all of your questions. And also, folks, if you are interested in learning more high performing details like that to optimize your biology, your brain chemistry, so you know exactly how to be your best at any point of your day. If you're interested in brain optimization training that we're going to do very soon in a cohort of entrepreneurs, business owners, high performance junkies, there is a link underneath this video. Check out this training, submit your application, and train your brain with us and ask questions. And I'll see you soon for another brainy